Hello and welcome to Ask Me About K-Pop, the essential guide for recent converts and seasoned fans alike. My name is Shannon.
And I'm Angelica.
And we've come to the end of this, our great mistake.
We did it. We're finally here.
We're
the end of our rope.
We're vanquishing the demon.
Yeah, that's a better metaphor than I was going to go dark. That's better.
We're vanquishing this 2020 demon that we ourselves rose from its crypt, and it's our fault.
Yes.
So we have to put
we
it
woke
away
it up,
now.
But we are slaying it today, and good riddance.
I'm ready for this one. Because we get to skip a whole month. And I was also quite vicious this time about what made it to the list.
Yeah.
Just for the sake, because last week people were like, I've never heard of any of these people. And we were like, we're just trying to be thorough. So I picked people.
And honestly, the only reason we didn't viciously slash and burn last week's episode is because I bothered to take the time to make the list.
It was done.
So I was like, you know what? Now you have to hear it. Deal with it. So this time we made those decisions ahead of the time.
Ahead of time. If I look something up and the view count on the music video was measly, I said skipping and I didn't write a thing down. And also clips. We'll see if I play any. Isn't it a fun game now to just find out if or when I'm going to play a clip? Isn't that more fun?
Yes, and honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed listening to the episode, not knowing when the clips would come, because some of them I was like, she'll definitely put a clip for this one. And then some of them I was like, oh, but why? And then you would play a clip for one thing, and then something else I was like, oh, she'll definitely play a clip for this, right? And then you didn't play a clip for it. I was like, but why?
Is there method to my madness?
I don't know. I enjoy the mystery, personally.
Yeah. So this might be another mystery episode.
I love it. All right, let's do this. Let's dive in and tackle this monster.
Let's dive
once
in.
And for all.
Okay, so October was already covered in episodes 129 and 131.5. It's a bonus episode. We're pretty drunk and wild in the second one, for sure. And it's a good time. So if you haven't listened to those, do. But even though this has been a grueling task that has stressed me out, I must be thorough anyway because I'm crazy like that. So just for the history, I went back through to check. And so trends from October that weren't noted at the time. Sound titles in Chocomi Humph and Don Diddy Don. Whistles in Way Twilight, Don Diddy Don, and NCTU Make a Wish. We have retro vibes in Humph, 17, Home Run, Twice Can't Stop Me. There's Denim and Can't Stop Me. White Looks in Twilight, White Looks in Wiki Miki Cool, and White Looks in Pentagon Daisy. All right.
I would also argue that Can't Stop Me has some cowboy points in the sense of Momo's delightful Dolly Parton fringe.
Oh, right. Yes, I think that can count as cowboy agenda.
I would argue
it is quite
that's
cowboy.
A bit cowboy agenda. Mm-hmm. And NCTU Make-A-Wish has that beautiful hair sculpting, which wasn't a major trend. It was just something we noted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nice.
But I do have 3 things to note that came out at the end of October that were notable but not noted in those episodes. So to start us off, on the 28th, the Refund Sisters released Don't Touch Me. And the Refund Sisters is a SOC 3 spin-off that's also from that UJ Suck show. This time it was Jessie, Hwasa, Lee Hyori, and Jung-hwa. And UJ Suck said on his show at some point earlier in the year that those 4 people were his ideal girl crush girl group. So then when SOC disbanded, the show became about putting that girl group together. So the song was finally released on October 28th. It went to number 1. And there's wigs and fire and guns in the music video.
Yeah, it's just a very funny dream girl group, I think, from UJ Sock. But I love it. I love Jung-hwa. And this is just like ass-kicking ladies kicking ass. The beat sounds like a Pussycat Dolls song. I want to say Loosen Up Your Buttons. but maybe girlfriend. I don't remember. Or whatever. Anyway, it was really fun.
Yeah. Refund
A
Sisters.
fun quartet. That same day, on the 28th, Drippin' debuted with the album Voyager, and the single was called Nostalgia. Yeah, this is one of those like drama boy debuts that we don't have a name for yet, but we're workshopping.
Mm-hmm.
We're workshopping it. I wrote Dancing in the Dust and The Fog, and they also have an all-white look at a certain point.
They sure do. Yeah, this song was so extremely my shit. I like couldn't even believe how much my shit it was. But yeah, the name of this group and the name of this album are two of the silliest things I've heard this year. And like that has to be considered as well. But like, oh my God, this song, this is exactly what I want out of a boy group song. Like harmonies and like it reminded me a little bit of like EXO Love Me Right, but in a more dramatic, less fun way. But like, I don't know, I just really liked it.
Fair enough.
So welcome, Drippin'. Ugh, what a name.
Oh, man.
On the next day, the 29th, it was another boy group debut. This one is P1 Harmony, and their debut, a thing, is called Disharmony: Standout. And the single is called Siren. And this is a 6-member FNC boy group that was announced last November. I remember we listed it in our end of 2020 whenever we were making predictions or reading what was like rumored last year.
Okay.
This FNC boy group was like on that list. So here they are. They're here. And they seem to be immediately popular. Like I feel like I've seen their name so much since they appeared. But anyway, I thought it was cool that the song is called Siren, and in the chorus they say we are, and then it sounds like we, like it's siren sound.
Yeah.
Clever.
Like a siren sound. Clever. Yeah, this beat is really fun. They're like hacker matrix schoolboys in the music video. Mm-hmm. So that takes us to November. On November 1st, we have another boy group debut.
And we don't have to talk about this long. I wrote it because I realized as soon as I like had written everything down and started watching it that this group was singing in Japanese because
I even wrote that they're in Japanese I even wrote that Japanese.
But just to note, this is like a new boy group that's like half Korean, half Japanese, and all of them were on the last Produce season.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they've debuted as a J-pop group, but like I did not recognize it as such immediately and like watched the whole thing. But anyway, doesn't really count as K-pop, but still, hey, more boy groups.
Hey, it's there. So then that means we're going to start November off with November 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Monsta X puts out the album Fatal Love and the single Love Killer, which we've definitely already talked about, I think.
It was in the second October episode anyway, because it had come out already and we were like, ah!
Yeah. It's all my only notes are perfect, deadly, woof.
Yeah, my notes were no trends to note, but 6 deadly hotties.
6 deadly hotties. Red looks. On stage at least. I don't think the red looks are in the music video.
They have to be. Because the show knew tummy.
Yeah,
right?
But he could be wearing he wore a lot of tummy suits.
Okay.
I don't remember,
know.
to be honest.
Why don't I
I've
know?
watched so many different versions of Love Killer. I can't even remember what the music video is. It doesn't matter if you haven't watched it yet. For God's sakes, what are you waiting for?
There's no better time than now. All right. On that same day, the 2nd, AB6 released a single called Salute. And this is like military marching band concept, like in sound and look and everything, like marching band song. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, marching band. I also saw in the music video it's not really fashion hanbok because it's not a hanbok, but they have like traditional robes.
Yes, I was trying to
kind.
decide about, because I was like, those don't seem like hanbok to me, but they did seem like something
At least
old-timey.
the fabric or the pattern looked like a period costume.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had just like general royalty vibes. Mm-hmm. The next day, on the 3rd, Mamamoo put out the album, EP, I don't know.
I think it's an
Travel.
album.
Okay, album. They usually do big albums. Travel with the single Aya. There is fashion handbook in this, along with a fashion unibrow. Solar, trying out a lot of new looks. But this is questionably appropriative, I would say. It's not like outrightly offensive, but there's just a lot of things in it that's like, I don't know. It's
I
like
just wrote maybe don't.
It's a lot of
Maybe
different
don't.
fantasy worlds. But yeah, like if you're gonna go for some kind of like tribal warrior, ancient cave woman vibe, like why not make it a Korean one? You already have the fashion handbook in it. Go
Yeah,
with
y'all
that vibe.
actually have ancient culture.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
Anyway, there are some red looks in it as well.
And the dancers have like a bead curtain veil mask that's quite
Veiled
stunning.
dancers. Yeah, that is very stunning. I agree.
All right, on the 4th, Bolpagansa put out Film Lit, and the single is called Dancing Cartoon. I just noted this because this music video also featured a man wearing a rabbit head. And I'm like, is this a reference that we are not understanding? Because it felt like it's a white rabbit, and I know the Alice in Wonderland like follow the white hair or whatever, but I don't know. Just 2 music videos in a row where a man is like a human man wearing a bunny head, and I'm just like, am I missing something? So if anybody knows if we're missing something, I'm very curious about this one.
Yes, it does seem to be happening multiple times. And in fact, I think this is not the only instance of it on
There's
this
another
list
animal
in
head
this
man.
quarter. Yes. Yeah, it's a thing. I don't love it. I don't love that. If that's a K-pop trope, like the cheese balls, just one of those like weirdly inexplicable things that happens in music videos, I don't love that one.
Yeah, if this is such some sort of way to get around like casting a male to play the boyfriend and to make him like anyone that you could project a face on, I don't know if I like this vibe. It's weird.
Yeah, I just can't see it and not associate it with, I think, Donnie Darko, which that rabbit is very scary. So like to me, the rabbit-headed humans in the music video is very frightening. Right. And I don't like it.
Totally. But anyway, it's funky and fun as shit. It doesn't seem to be as popular as her other songs in the past, but I think it was fun.
I thought it was really fun too. I like wrote this down to look it up later because I thought it was really fun. I honestly liked it more than their songs usually because it has like more energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The same day, still the 4th, we have a girl group, Secret Number, puts out the single Got That Boom. And this is just a lot of neon and some Tron video effects, disco ball, very bright to the eyes.
Yeah, I wrote literally the maximum amount of neon and glitter possible. Like, this video is like assaulting with how, because they're wearing like full sequins and it's so neon. But yeah, cheerleader yells and hair swirlies, I also noted. But I also, personal opinion, liked this way better than their debut, which was Who Dis. And you liked Who Dis, but I didn't like it. I liked this one better.
I like Who Dis better.
All right. We remain divided on Secret Number.
To be continued.
All right. On the 4th, Park Ji-hoon released Message with the single Gotcha. Park Ji-hoon is a former Wannaone, and this is his first full studio album. This song had some whoa-ohs in it, but otherwise, it felt very familiar in a way I couldn't place.
I placed it.
Oh.
It's NCT Regular.
Okay, yeah. So I wrote, do mariachi trumpets count as cowboy agenda? If not, then I have no other trends to note for this one.
I don't think they count.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think they count. This doesn't
All right.
evoke cowboy to me.
Okay.
Not enough. Not enough. Yeah. The couple days later, on the 6th.
That's the only thing I had linked. The other two were just notes.
Okay. Do we want to talk about them?
I mean, I just wanted to say real quick.
Go ahead.
So this is just very quick. On the 5th, no clip and no information because it had no views. But a group called Very Good put out a single called Accio. And I was like, that's the third Harry Potter spell title in this year.
I don't hate that trend.
It's fun.
I think that's fun.
All right, now we can move on.
All right, number 6. On the 6th, KDA is a group. This is a virtual supergroup, according to the YouTube description under this video. They put out the album All Out, and the single is called More. I don't know
I can help.
The music video. Yeah, it's all animated.
Yes,
All I
KDA
know-
is a fake. It's not fake. It's an AI group, quote unquote.
Right. Because it's on the League of Legends.
Yes, it's for League of
YouTube.
Legends,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is a video game that's very popular in Korea, and it's like extremely profitable and whatever. So it obviously had to have a K-pop group too, but because it's video games, they have to be virtual, and one of them is Soyeon, and one of them is like Madison Beer, who I like know because of youths on TikTok or something. And what I've gathered from Yusong, and we can ask him when we have him on next, is that people are getting sick of this. Like that they liked it when it came out, and then this one made everybody go like, why are we still doing KDA? So I don't know. I think this one was a little, it wasn't received as well as the others maybe, is what I gathered. But I truly don't know much about it. And we can
Fair
attempt to figure it out another day.
Well, I like that. We'll put a pin in it. And
Yeah.
we'll circle back.
Lord knows we'll get another example and we'll be able to do a whole episode about groups with virtual members. So
I was just going to say, if this is a new trend, we will be able, like, just like we're doing a whole thing on English releases, now we're going to have a whole, like, virtual members.
yeah.
Pray for us.
On that same day, Treasure released the first step, chapter 3, and the single is called So I said this counts as a song title. Just
I like
because. I also wrote Ew, Dreadlocks, Sad Face. And I also, sorry for opinion, but the whole horny vibe of this made me very uncomfortable because some of these members are like 15 years old and there's like a very like vibe to, and I didn't, I didn't like it.
I didn't really like this either. We don't have to say anymore. Wasn't
Too
a
young.
fan.
No, thank you.
Wasn't a fan. On that same day, on the opposite side of the
Complete
age
opposite
spectrum, Super Junior puts out a pre-release called The Melody.
노래하던 밤 그 뜨거웠던 목소리를 기억하니 너와 나만이
And this song is it's just beautiful. I had literally no idea that this happened. That's my note. I had no idea that this happened when it did. But it's lovely. It's just a nice little fan-made, if not fan-made, but a music video for the fans. And
Yeah.
pretty
Whistle song, check.
Oh, yes. It does have a whistle. I didn't even write that down.
All right. On the 9th, G-Friend continued their streak of awesomeness with Walpurgis Night, and the single is called Mako. And this is retro vibes in the most deliberate and sparkly way.
Oh, yeah.
The Chanel suits are here. Must be what I was talking about when we thought about this trend way back. It's like G-Friend is wearing the Chanel suits. And the Yuju pole dancing is just, wow. That's all.
That was jaw-dropping. I unfortunately don't know the names and faces of all of the G friends, but whichever one comes out in that red sparkly jumpsuit in the music video, that was a perfect moment and will live in my heart forever.
Yeah.
Mago is just fucking perfect, and we can add it to the disco balls.
Yes, disco balls.
It is disco ball sparkle agenda,
to the max.
the reigning queen of that trend this year, I would argue. I would feel comfortable defending that argument as well.
Yeah. And speaking of reigns,
Oh, forever may he reign. The same day, Timeen, Never Gonna Dance Again, Act 2, single, Idea.
say it however your heart feels.
My only note is unstoppable, untouchable Lee Timeen.
Beautiful. My note is soft crop top, otherwise Taimini's the trend.
Yeah. If you want to hear me talk about it for a whole hour, I went on the K-pop cast in order to do exactly that. So
Yeah.
check it out.
Just a quick note that I had for that same day, because I thought it was crazy when I was doing research. Member Sung-hoon from the group Noir that we got in the random game last week made a solo debut on the 9th. So I was just like, The Matrix.
Wow.
We speak about people
They're
and they
always
appear.
listening. We speak it into existence.
So on the 12th, we had a girl group debut. This group is called Stacy, spelled Stay, letter C, which is kind of how I spelled my fake girl group name, Spicy.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Their debut
See,
thing-
they're always listening. You
Yes!
speak it into existence.
I have another one later, but
Oh, dear.
it's crazy. Okay. So Stacy came out with Star to a Young Culture, which spells Stacy. And the single is called So Bad. And Stacy is a 6-member girl group, and this is like a retro futurism concept, which is itself kind of a trend this year, like a mix of the retro and the neon lasers.
Yes, and the like graphic, the like holographic.
The early internet graphic cute
Yeah,
things.
that are just like floating in the air. I wrote Sparkle Agenda Filter and Disco Balls make an appearance in this music video. And they have since it's a debut, I'll just make a note. They have a really low voiced rapper, which is like different for girl groups. And I liked it. Interesting sound from Stacy. The same day, TXT released Minisode 1, Blue Hour with the single We Lost the Summer.
Cause we lost the summer when we lost each other 그게 잘해 들려줘 Oh, it's all gone Don't wanna whisper Now I just miss you
I don't care what anybody says. I love Yeonjun's hair. The fake tattoos in this music video are silly, but I love that cotton candy mullet, and I won't apologize.
I
for
like
it.
that we get so many good close-ups of it in this music video because it has such subtle, tiny, like blue and yellow highlights. And it's
It
so
has
cool.
blues and yellows and orange. It's very pretty. And this song has great choreo. I highly recommend watching the stages. TXT.
Yeah. My note was a goddamn quarantine music video. Like, I want to remember this shit. Whatever. They're adorable. Because they
They are
wear
cute.
masks in it and stuff. It's like very, it's very.
Oh,
on the
do they?
nose. Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't make a note of it. I was
Okay.
too enamored by the hair.
By the hair.
I love it.
My next note is the most important thing that happened all year. On the 14th, Shiny is back, baby. Mino got out of the military, and Shiny was back. And Shiny is back. Shiny's back.
Shiny is back, and the world was right again.
Yeah. We waited. Oh my God. We waited so long. And I mean, it was like when Mino went in, we were like, okay, 2020, Shiny's back. And it happened. It finally happened. We made it. And yeah, all is right in the
Looks like
world.
we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. They said,
I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still
together, still going strong.
Yes,
Shiny.
that Shania break is for Shiny.
Shiny's back.
Yeah, guys, I'm so excited. I'm just so happy and excited. And that Netflix drama that Mino's going to be on premieres this week, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I feel like my heartbeat was raised just at the thought of Shiny being back.
I know.
Just like remembering all the beautiful V lives. Just knowing that they're out there.
They're so good. Like, oh my God, the other day when I was like packing, and I put some headphones on and I put Mino's birthday live on where he was just talking to himself for an hour and a half. And I just listened to him while I did things. And it was just like wearing a Snuggie around. Like, I'm so happy.
So happy.
So Shiny's back, baby.
Shiny's back. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. On the 16th, B2B for You. This is a subunit debut. They put out the EP or album Inside, and the single was called Show Your Love. What did I write for this? Kind of tropical club mix.
Yeah, strong whoa echo in the chorus. And yeah, this is a subunit of the B2Bs that are not in the military.
Yeah.
On the next day, after years and years of promising, and we said, I'll believe it when I see it, SM actually debuted a new girl group called aespa. And their debut is Black Mamba, which was immediately piled on with plagiarism accusations. Just today, SM said that they've settled with the people whom the plagiarism was taken from. And the big promise of this one is that the group, every member has an AI counterpart, and they aren't in the music video. There's like one shot of one AI girl in the music video, and I'd gotten all my coworkers like really hyped up about AI girl group, and I was like so excited to be like, look at this weird shit, and it wasn't even weird.
Yeah, it really wasn't. And it like not even all 4 of the AI characters make it into the music video. Which, like, what happened to those other girls? Like, poor Kate. But then also, I was under the impression that this was going to be an 8-member girl group, but 4 of them were not real. And that's not what it is at all. It's just a 4-member girl group. But anyway, there's no real... I didn't have any, like, trends. Love a floor drop.
Yeah, I wrote the same thing. Choreo on the floor is great. Young people are so bendy.
Yeah. Oh, they also have the matrixy holographics and like an
yeah
chorus. But yeah.
There it is. Okay.
The very same day, Woods, he puts out the follow-up Whoops with the single Bump Bump. The only note I have for this, honestly, I was like excited. I was really excited for Woods' follow-up because I loved Love Me Harder. And I was disappointed with this one. Not gonna lie. Right. So my only note is that Jinky wore the bear costume from this music video in a haze/Heisey, I don't know how it's pronounced, music video a couple years ago. Oh. And that's all I have to say about Bump Bump.
Yeah, I wrote begrudging cowboy agenda points for the fringe on the jacket, but it's not a good jacket. and that otherwise that this was very similar to the Justin Bieber Girlfriend music video.
Yeah, and the song is just very Western, and I found it a little dull. But
All right.
I still support Unique.
We support you, Woods. We support you. Okay, 17th, same day. CN Blue came back with Recode, and the single is called Then, Now and Forever.
어떤 날은 괜찮고 어떤 날은 미치도록
And I tried so hard to find the quote because I swear to God I read it when this album came out. That they said some general fuck that other guy statement, or like that they
Right.
don't even feel his absence, or like they're so excited to be three people or something, which is good. I'm glad that when the members of those of all of those bad men denounce them, it makes me happy. So anyway, they're back and they're about to be better than ever, and they have all white Lukes in the music video.
Yeah, they sure do. This is a very pretty song. The very same day, 17th, Momoland puts out the single Ready or Not. And this does have some retro vibes, but yeah, it's kind of all over the place in the retroness. I thought the sets looked very like Barbie Dream House, like a life-size Barbie Dream House, but the outfits are not really they don't look like Barbie dolls in their outfits, just sort of the set does. But honestly, this was cute as shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not know Momoland had a member named Nancy.
Yeah,
and
they
I think
do.
that's really funny
Yeah.
that her stage name is Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy was the one who last year was in a dating rumor with oh God, was it an icon or a winner? And he was
No, is she
I
the
don't
one
know
who was
her.
like, I don't know her? No, poor Nancy. It's because her stage name is Nancy. They cursed her with that. I mean, poor Nancy.
Yeah.
Anyway, this song is really great. It's very fun.
Yeah, the horn sample in it is
Go, Nancy.
completely insane, and I love it.
Yes.
It's
I
really
agree.
wild.
Momoland always has good horns.
This is a note to come back to in an English episode, but Luna released a single Star, an English version of, I think, a previous song. And they have great, no, we'll get to it. English song, so we have to come back to it. 18th, Henry Lau released Journey, and the single is called Radio. And in the music video, Henry is represented by either a wild stag in the forest or a vroom vroom luxury car, and he runs and then the elk is running or whatever, and the song is just playing, and he's a wild stallion, he can't be tamed. But when he was promoting this song, he did a bunch of TikToks where he recreated old photos with the Super Juniors and stuff, and I thought that was adorable.
Cute. A few days later, on the 20th, BTS put out B with the single Life Goes On. This is very pleasant. They have white Lukes in it, but it's just some more, you wrote quarantine
More
content.
quar content.
But yeah, they have those stunning little white looks when they're all in that empty auditorium that you said bummed you out, but this music video did not bum me out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I think it caught
bummed you
me
out,
it caught me at a moment where I was like, man, we do all gotta be inside. We don't get to go to concerts.
Look, life goes on.
The part where RM gets the dust off the bicycle feels like a attack. You haven't gone
Why?
outside.
You don't have a bicycle.
I know, but but I am Dusty. I am the Dusty bicycle. I don't go anywhere. I don't dance. I am the Dusty bicycle.
I'm the Dusty bicycle. Oh, fair enough.
On the 23rd, NCT U as part of NCT 2020 Resonance Part 2, released 90s Love. This is for sure 90s retro vibes plus hockey for whatever reason. And
Mighty Ducks, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because like that's a classic 90s movie, and like hockey, that makes the most sense. But 10's highlights are a nightmare to me, is what I wrote.
My
about
only
it.
note is who did this to my son.
Not cool.
Not cool. Not cool. Same day, the 23rd, GOT7 puts out a pre-release single, Breath. This is great. It has a whistle. It's a great song. It's got a hot museum art concept, and the way the music video is shot is really cool. Blonde Jackson almost makes up for JB's mullet. Almost. But he is truly too hot to handle.
Too powerful for this earth, Blonde Jackson.
Ah, Jackson. Can't wait to talk so much about you in our English release episode.
All right.
Oh, Jackson. Love thinking about you.
It does. It's like good. It's good for everyone. Everyone.
It is. It's good for your health. Raises your blood pressure. Let's all take a moment.
Yes, that was good.
Okay.
All right. On the 24th, new girl group Woo-Ah released Curious with the single Bad Girl. And this is more retro future neon eye glitter pink guns.
Yeah. Oh, and now it's a guy in a mouse head.
Oh, this was Mousehead guy, and he was animated.
This was Mousehead guy. The kitty cat choreo is cute in this, but I'm watching you, Mousehead. Not into it. All right, a few days later, the 27th, NCTU puts out NCT 2020 Resonance Part 2, single Work It. I love pink-haired Henry. I always recognize you. Johnny's hair is bad and gross.
Very gross.
And one of these jackets has light bulbs, which is very cool. And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And those are the only notes I have.
I have
NCT Work It.
the suit. 10 has a suit that is a very cool color.
It is a good color. It's a good color. Still don't like the hair. But
good
the
suit.
suit was good.
On that same day, another thing to come back to in the English episode, Chungha released Dream of You. But then she got COVID like immediately after this and could not. She was supposed to do like an 88 Rising concert, I think, and couldn't go.
Wow.
But she's out. She got out of her quarantine facility like 2 days ago. So good for you. I'm glad you're healthy, Chungha.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the 30th, another boy group debut. They really crammed him in here at the end of the year. I'm kind of surprised by it. But this group is ENHYPHEN, ENHYPHEN. And their debut album is called Border: Day One. And the single is called Given Taken. And this is
And it is a hyphen.
Yes, Given hyphen Taken.
Because they're
in hyphen.
Man, I wonder if all of their singles, all of their title tracks for their, because this is their debut, so we'll have to watch and see if they're all hyphenated.
But this is a 7-member boy group that was formed on iLand, which was a reality putting a group together show that was on earlier this year, where Rain, Zico, and Bang PD from Big Hit like made a boy group. And these are the boys. And one of them, I learned, is literally a figure skating champion.
Cool.
Yeah, he was like the best child figure skater or something. Nuts.
Wow.
But they have both mariachi and like matador jackets in this music video. Like both. Yeah. Drama abound. There are some leather trench coats in a Dusty dance set that I thought were Cowboy Agenda. But yeah. And
yeah, this has the choreography to this has a level of drama that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Very much love. So excited to see. I have not looked this up. Have not looked at any stages or anything. But excited to see what the full choreo of that is. However, the same day, Kai put out his solo debut, Kai, and the single was called
Or as Taemin
sound
said,
title.
as Taemin said, because he's like M-M-H-M.
Yes.
숨을 내쉬고 battle like 경계는 넘어서 like
A cultural reset.
Yeah.
I mean, this stunning solo debut. We're going to talk a lot about this in future episodes. So all I can say is spectacular.
Spectacular. Note the space apocalypse Blade Runner cowboy agenda.
Yes.
Which is a specific kind of cowboy agenda, but I love that he wore the same turtleneck and bolo as Yeonjun. Like, that's just such a strong look. I love it.
It's such a great look, and he also had a mullet with he had the mullet.
The
too
mullet
with it, and
helps.
yes, it does help sell the look, and I love a space cowboy. I love a space cowboy.
I also noted that if anything about Kai can be soft, then there's a soft crop top in this, but I'm not sure if it works because he's Kai.
I know. I mean, he can be soft, but
Not in
he's
this.
not soft in this.
Yeah.
Nini is soft. Kai is not.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about it later.
But also just a note, because it has to be said and he must be taken to task. The do-rag was a bad choice and you shouldn't have done it.
The do-rag was a bad choice, Kai.
It was a bad choice. We'll get to
And
it
that's
in a
all we'll
minute.
say about it now.
We'll get to it in a minute. But Boa wore a chainmail hood. If that's the look you wanted, that's what you should have worn.
That's the look you go for. Chainmail hood is
not a
different,
do-rag.
but greater than silver do-rag.
Yeah. For real.
For future reference.
Just saying. But we'll get back to the glory that is Kai later. So, on that same day, the 30th, GOT7 released the album Breath of Love, Last Piece, with the single Last Piece. And this time, Deadly Blonde Jackson has a pink wash in his deadly blonde hair, and it's worse. Can you believe it? Also, in the music video, Mark has a macrame top that Kai also wore on stage, and I love this macrame top thing. It's fun.
Yes.
More of those.
Yeah. Love that. Love these macrame tops. What a fun concept.
Just fun.
Yeah, I love that both JB and Jin Young have beautiful sparkly jackets in this music video. I do not love Bam Bam's rat tails. I do love Mark's dangly earrings. GOT7.
Check.
Okay, the next day in December.
It's December. This was a
1st.
merciful quarter. It's December already.
It really was. It's already December. Can you believe it? Looks like we made it. It applies to everything. Shania. December 1st. Boa puts out Better, the 10th album. I feel like this. Didn't I just wreck this? I think I did.
You did.
이젠 갇혀좀 믿어서 우리 만나실까 따라와줬다면 괜찮아 솔직하게 보여줘봐 너만 갇혀좀 믿어
My notes say 90s to the max and walk on the men.
Walk on the men.
This is a great Boa song. The choreography is so fun and amazing and a testament to that woman's core of steel.
Yes.
She has some incredible 90s looks in it. The beat is great. Boa forever.
My notes are classic Boa abs plus thigh meats.
Yes.
She's got her thigh meats just out, like the center of attention. I literally love it. And I just have to note that the Luke where she has the two long bangs on the side and the hair kind of spiked in the back is the epitome of beauty and class to my like 9-year-old self. Like that is the coolest that a girl can ever look to child me. And it just blew my mind. And I also wrote, nobody tell me that the male voice isn't, I won't hear it.
Yeah, I won't hear it. It was my first thought as soon as I heard the song, and I won't unhear it. And if it's not true, then shove it.
But wait, on a similar note, I'm just curious because I never found it again. But Taemin's release a few days prior, when it was announced as Idea featuring Boa. And when we watched the music video, as soon as I heard that Killing Me Softly, I was like, that's Boa's voice. But that's not on the title anymore. And it's like not on the album track. And so I don't know if that was just like a leak. And then they like they don't like keep it as an actual credit because it's just like that one sample line. But like that is Boa. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
It does sound like Boa, and I do remember it being originally credited as featuring Boa. I didn't realize that they took that off. Mystery.
Mystery. Anyway.
A mystery.
All right.
Your turn.
So also on the 1st of December, ONEUS released a single called Busho.
웃었다. 내 심장을 때려 부셔.
And this is a cute, fun song. And ONEUS, they've put out a lot of shit this year, actually. I feel like this is like the 4th time ONEUS has been on our list.
And this is literally the only one that has stuck out to me, but I wrote so much. I was like, oh, fuck, I love this.
It's
shit.
so fun.
Do I need to be paying attention to ONEUS? Wow. Fucking cute.
Really fucking cute.
It is so cute. It's just fun and bright. I loved this. Mm-hmm. A few days later, on December 4th, NCT 2020, at last, they are here. Make room because there's a lot of them. NCT 2020 Resonance Part 2, Single Resonance. And this, in true anticlimactic Lee Soo-man fashion, Resonance is a mashup song a la Sherlock Clue Plus Note and Super M1 Monster plus Infinity. And this is a mashup of all of the songs that they've been releasing as little units throughout the year.
But it's less of a mashup as it is a medley. It's just
it's not even a mashup because they don't blend together. It's just 10 seconds of one song and then 10 seconds of, it's like taking all of the songs on the album and just like skipping through them.
Shuffling them.
Like shuffling through them really fast. And y'all, that's that.
Yeah. My note is you don't want to hear a single word about how I feel about this, so let's just move past it. And I will. So on the 7th, IZ*ONE released One Reeler Act 4, and the single is called Panorama. There's some truly incredible looks in this music video. They have these like big buttoned, uniformy, sailory stewardess. I don't even know. These dresses, these tailored dresses with these incredible big brass buttons. They look insane. There's like those outfits that are the matching but not matching, like the same fabric. And it's like bedazzled, like cameo. I don't know. There's just really good looks in this.
Mm-hmm.
There's
a lot of fashion.
One of the girls has pink hair, and so in her single shots, it's entirely monochromatic, the exact same shade of pink as her hair. It's wild. The choreo of this, I watched the dance practice to this like 4 times in a row today. I love watching IZ*ONE dance. They are like Girl 17, and that they are like really good at making like amazing tableaus and just really doing something with how many members they have. And like, oh my God, I loved this so much. I'm upset that I hadn't seen it until a few days ago. This is so my shit. And a trend is there's one of the girls has a Chanel suit at one point.
I wrote that too. One girl has a Chanel suit. So it's there, and it's worth noting. The very same day, the boys, with a Z, put out Christmassy. And my notes say illegal cuteness ahead. LOL football Juyeon. And also, but what is Christmassy? Is it Christmas prom? And then I gave everybody velvet points for their cute velvet blazers because it is Christmas prom. My question was answered by the end of the music video.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to say this was another one of my who is listening. Kevin Moon, can you hear me right now? Because we cast boys in our Shine movie, and Jason and Rachel being obsessed with promposals is literally one of the bonding moments in Shine. And this whole music video is a promposal music video. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. But you're right. And that is a weird detail in the book. We never
so
really talked about it
specific.
in the book club about how weird and specific the promposal thing is. Interesting.
Yes, but I also just wanted to note for educational cultural note, if people are wondering like, why is this music video all of these boys being like, will you be my date for Christmas? Is because in Korea, Christmas is more of a couple holiday. Because it is a national holiday. Everybody gets off work because there are a lot of Christians in Korea. But, like, it's not one of the go home to your family holidays. It's more like it's a day off work. So, like, that's when you go on a nice date and look at the lights and walk in the snow with somebody that you love. So it's like a romantic holiday.
That's nice.
Hyuna and Dawn just did a Calvin Klein commercial where they're like Christmas in a hotel, like jumping on the bed in their Calvin Klein underpants and giving each other underpants for Christmas. Like, so it's like it's a couple holiday. So
Cute.
facts. All right. On the 10th, Ghost 9, who debuted last quarter, I believe, put out pre-episode 2, W period all. And the single is called Wall or W period all. And the music video has Gundams in it and like lasers and Gundams. And there was a point where they were wearing like these earth-toned kind of jumpers, and I thought that they looked like the Ghostbusters, and then I was like,
Totally.
oh, their name is Ghost 9. But anyway.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I agree. They did look like Ghostbusters. Also, a hyphen, a colon, and a period in the title of your album is too much punctuation.
Too much.
Just saying. A few days later, on the 15th, Taeyeon put out What Do I Call You, the 4th mini, and the single was What Do I Call You?
What do I call you? 이럴 때엔 이름이 역시 무난할까? 내 연인이었던 my honey.
This, I wrote, Taeyeon is always fantastic, and this is as well. I love the gray under dye that she has in her hair in this music video. And there's also a man in an animal mask.
Yes, panda boyfriend.
Yeah, because the
She's
whole
trying-
music video, it's like an eternal sunshine
sunshine-y thing.
Like erase the memories of your boyfriend. What do I call you, right? But then when he's erased, he's a panda mask.
Yeah, because you can't remember his face, so he just looks like a panda. But anyway, she's everything to me, and this song is great.
This song is great. This song is great.
It's like bossa nova-y and kind of kicky, but like all Taeyeon songs, it's like about heartbreak.
Yes.
They always
Yes, it
make
is.
that girl sing breakup songs.
Yeah, I wonder if that's her choice.
Who knows? I mean, she's good
Maybe
at
she's
it.
just cycling through men.
Or she's been with Baekhyun this whole time, and it's just to throw people off.
Oh my god, that would be a twist.
Twist.
The real married member of
That would be
EXO
fucking
has
crazy.
been Baekhyun this whole time. Okay.
All right.
It's your turn.
On the 16th, Super Junior put out a pre-release for their album The Renaissance, which will be out in a few weeks. So they did a like album teaser, like one of those little clippy things, and then it ended with a whole dance performance of one of the songs, which is called Burn the Floor. And the dramatic lighting in this dance is so dramatic because they literally have lights in their hands. Like they are little flashlights and the lights go off sometimes and their like hands are glowing and it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's wild.
I don't know why I reacted the way I did to this music video, but I just absolutely cackled through the entire thing and I couldn't take one moment of it seriously. And I just think I can't take anything Super Junior does seriously.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
What's his name?
Yesung, his hair is like crazy.
Why does he have that like original debut Super Junior monstrous hair? I don't know.
Lee Tuck is also the only person whose shirt is untucked, so his stomach shows like 1,000 times. And I was like, I see you.
Sure.
Super Junior.
Just a little news tidbit on the 16th. I came across it because I haven't been really keeping up on my K-pop news, but I happened to come across this. And on the 16th, Sunmi talked publicly, I think for the first time, about being diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. We're going to talk more about her English release, Borderline, which is about that diagnosis. But she's currently on a show called, or I don't know if it's already filmed and is just currently airing, but there's a show called Running Girls. And it has her and Hani and let's see who else. Luna's Chu and Oh My Girls, Yua and Chungha. And it's what is that? 1, 2, 5 of them. The 5 of them are forming a running crew and seeking out beautiful natural running courses in Korea. That's the premise of the show. But in one of the episodes recently where they were talking about just their experiences debuting and everything. She got diagnosed about 5 years ago, and she talked about living with that diagnosis since then and how it's affected her and her family. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, check out Running Girls.
Yeah, that's great for Sunmi for being open about that. And thank you for taking a news item, because if you haven't noticed, after the first quarter, I got too overwhelmed to pull news at the same time.
Yeah, no worries. I wouldn't have really cared about the news items, but I came across that one. Was like, ooh, save this one.
Good note.
On the 18th, Twice puts out the single Cry For Me. There's no music video as of now, but there are 2 different versions of the choreo. There's one that's just it from the back. It's what is that?
The full focus one?
Full focus. And then there's one where they get close up and the camera kind of follows them around. The choreography to this is weird and great. The song is a bop. The end of it, where they end with the I want you to die for me, is amazing. Love it.
Just amazing.
Excellent. Grown Twice continues to be amazing.
All right. On the 21st, and hyphen is back. And we don't have a hyphen this time in this second release, but there is parentheses.
The gasp. But the second title, you've already dropped your concept. That's faster than Lee Man drops a concept.
So the single for this one is called Let Me In parentheses 20 Cube. And I wrote that the music video concept to me seemed like a Maze Runner light, where they were trapped in some kind of fake environment. They're in a forest, but they go knock on the walls and they're bzz, they're not real. But it's also kind of like a museum. They get put in glass boxes and they're just trying to escape. And there's one outfits, they wore a coverall outfit at one point that I thought was a little silly, but I get it.
Oh, the white one?
Uh-huh.
I wrote that down. Does this count as a white look?
Well, because from the calves down, the black part that made it look like they were shorts, I was like, these are goofy.
Yeah, they were goofy. Yeah, I thought it was really weird. Yeah, it's like they are the museum art, but they don't realize that they're art, I guess, because they're in a warehouse. But then one of them just like drinks a glass of glowing liquid that he finds in the warehouse and then puts the glass back where he found it and just continues on his day.
Yeah, who knows what's happening?
Why? Don't drink strange glowing liquids that you find unsealed in a warehouse. Anyway, the same day, Baekhyun puts out the single Amusement Park. The music video for this, I guess, is just the live version of him like singing in front of the merry-go-round with a live band in the back. It is so pretty. The metaphor is kind of silly though. Because the whole thing is I'll be your amusement park, right? And so the entire thing is talking about like going on a date, like whatever, but it's also I'll be the amusement park. And it's like there's one line in it where he says something about like a roller coaster, and he's like my something, it goes up and down or whatever. And I was like, God, Baekhyun, I know you didn't write this, but like this is so on the nose.
A roller coaster metaphor is like literally the most basic one ever, and I hate, like, come on.
Yeah, it was a silly metaphor. But it's a very pretty song.
And EXO Synergy, Lay has a song called Amusement Park.
Cute.
And also this music video was a springboard to announce that he's going to do a solo concert.
Yeah, a Beyond Live concert.
All right, we've come to the last item on our list. This happened today. Jung-hwa, queen of first gen K-pop, released Leopard Print, and the single is Hop In, and it features Hwasa of Mamamoo. And there are goddamn butt cheeks in this music video, and every performance she has got her butt cheeks out. And you know what?
Great.
I love it. If I look like this, if I look like her when I am 51, then everything will be fine.
Butt cheeks out. Butt cheek agenda.
Yeah.
I like it. The song is a bop. It features a rapper too.
Oh yeah, it does.
But it doesn't need to.
Who cares?
It was the least important part of the song for sure. I love the bridge. I think it's the bridge when she gets on the floor, when the whole little dance break of Jung-hwa on the floor, and you just she's captivating. I love Jung-hwa.
She's great. And the song itself, the electric guitars in the song, I think were reminding me of like a Janet Jackson something. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I feel like the vibe was like Janet.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
But I love it. I love that she's still around, and I love that she's still doing shit like this. Because she could be sitting on a stool and like singing, but she like has her butt cheeks out and she's still dancing. Like, don't forget, I'm the first pop star. Here I go.
And she had her butt cheeks out in ending credit too.
Sure, she did. Yeah, she loves a leotard look.
She loves
Go for
a
it, girl.
leotard
Your
look.
legs look good.
Oh, she looks amazing. Legs for days. That Jung-hwa.
Yeah, so that catches us up to where we are today. I think a few more things are coming out, but you know what? When you put your releases this far at the end of the year, that's not my problem. That's not my problem
anymore.
You waited too long.
I'm on Christmas break now.
Yeah,
It's the holidays.
It's over. Well, we did it. We'll never do it again, but we did it. We did it. We're giving ourselves little patties. There we go. So I hope you all enjoyed the catch up. And now we like definitely have seen everything, and we can very confidently, it will still be a nightmare, but we can more confidently make our best of decisions, at least knowing that we have seen and considered all that there is to be seen and considered.
True. Very true. We have at the very least seen it all.
And with that, we'll be right back with our random game. All right, we're back. And this week we got a pretty new duo, just debuted last year. We got Just Two.
Yes, this is the GOT7 subunit of the leader, JB, and their maknae, Yugyum. Nope. Wait.
Yep,
is Bam Bam
that's
the-
right.
Yep, I was right. Okay, good. I doubted myself immediately, but nope, I
No,
was
you
right.
were right.
Yes, Just Two. They debuted on March of 2019 with the EP Focus, and the single was called Focus on Me. That's the title track. And yeah, it did pretty well. I mean, it went to number 2. We liked it. I think we talked about it when it came out. And they even got to go on a tour between April and May of that same year, 2019. They went on a 7-city tour for just the two of them, which is a pretty big deal.
I think so. And they also sang a OST song on Jin Young's drama He is Psychometric. That was called Take. But those 2 songs are the only just 2 songs. Unless there's more songs on Focus. Well, there were more songs on Focus. There's 6 songs on Focus.
Yeah, because it's a little EP. But that's the only release. Those are the only releases that they have. They have not made a comeback since their debut. So we will be watching Focus on Me.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right. Abstract art shit. Here we go.
Yeah. They're both art boys. Ah, JB, I love your dangly earrings. You always have so many.
He is such a good earring boy.
He is.
And the back of his neck looks so clean in this.
That's true. That's true. He doesn't have his terrible current mullet. This current mullet, you guys, it's unforgivable.
I love him so much, but it looks ratty and like unwashed and dead.
I support his grease ball. Joie de vivre. It's fine. It often gives me Heath Ledger 10 Things I Hate About You vibes, and that's my favorite kind of vibes. But this is unacceptable, and it's not about Focus on Me, but I just have to say. Also, I think he wears that sweater in Wannabe.
Yes, that was a very popular sweater last year.
Yeah, it was. This music video is just them like walking on different doors and like, I don't know, everything's out of focus except for them.
Now focus on me.
Oh, I just noticed all the people in the background.
Yeah, there's
like
people
on a runway
wearing 3D glasses and focusing on them.
Yeah. The choreo to this is really cool. They did a choreography practice because it's like just the 2 of them. It's a lot of it
Just
is like
2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just 2.
Oh my god, JB's jacket is one of those like backwards jackets. It like the back of it is the front, and the front of it is also a front. It has 2 fronts.
How odd.
And there's like an evil cube in the middle of, I assume it's evil. There's a cube in the middle of the room. Oh my god, this is like that TikTok trend where people do the dance where you leave a piece of your, you leave yourself behind or whatever.
These are good pants. These high-waisted pants with the weird patterns.
Yeah, this just feels so art.
Yeah.
And the song is like very
drippy.
Minimal.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, just focus on them. That's all.
Yeah. I will focus on you, JB. I always do. Except when Jackson is blonde.
Yep.
Then it's hard to look anywhere else.
Then it gets hard.
I love this part! That part of the choreo is so cool. Yugyam like controls JB very robotically. Yukam is such a string bean. It's just like
Yeah, I feel like he's got
long.
even taller since then.
Right. And JB's
Oh my
not that
God.
tall.
Speaking of, if anybody hasn't seen it yet, as an announcement for their V Live concert, GOT7 recreated their debut photos. Like put on wigs and stuff to try to look like their debut selves. And it is so funny and adorable, especially because Bam Bam was an actual child when they debuted.
Yeah.
And now he's like a hot man with a very sharp jaw, and it looks very different.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, GOT7. Oh, GOT7. Just two.
Just two.
Just two.
All right. Do you have a recommendation this week?
I don't think I do.
That's
to
okay.
Be honest, I really.
That's okay.
don't.
Mine is really abstract, so I think that it's fine. That will just be the vibe this week. So my recommendation is for a movie that just premiered on Netflix recently, a Korean movie called Call. That's the whole title, Call, Call. This is a horror movie. I wouldn't say it's like a scary, like a super gory, terrifying horror movie, but it's a horror movie. Can't pretend it isn't. And it's good. And it doesn't really have anything to do with K-pop, but the reason that I bring it up is that there is a very small-ish plot point that all of our scholarly listeners who really listen to us when we talk about old K-pop of the past, if you've paid attention, there's a really good little something in this movie that I think just like made it just contextualized a lot of it really great for me to have known this tiny pop culture thing. And I got to explain it to my husband and it made me happy. And it's a really good movie and I enjoyed it. So if you like horror movies and like want to see if you remember, like, and get a little, and know that you know enough about Korean pop culture from 1999 that you would understand this reference. So check it out.
Nice. Fun. Yeah, I haven't been like listening to anything new, but I do have just a little, because I know that this is in the Venn diagram of our listeners. If anyone of our listeners who are also Untamed fans have been following the Xiaozhan debacle of this summer, he recently won an award at the Tencent 2020 award ceremony. He not only won an award, he also got to perform, and he was met with a red ocean of light sticks. So hopefully the clouds have passed, and he will be on to better and brighter things. And also, Wang Yibo, at that same award ceremony, wore fabulous high-heeled sparkly Louboutin boots. And he heard us doubting ourselves about the Chanel suit trend, and he said, yes, ladies, you are correct. And he wore a stunning women's Chanel blazer. Wang Yibo.
I love him.
Here to have our backs. Love it. Love him.
What a good boy
Love
he
it.
is.
Such a good boy.
I love that.
That's all I got.
All right.
That's the world
Well,
I'm
great.
living in right now.
Perfect. All right. Well, we've done it. We've done our quarterly report. So that means after this, we've got fun times only ahead where we talk about our favorite
stressful
things.
award ceremonies ahead.
You're right.
Life-changing decisions to be made. The stakes have never been higher.
I know.
I'm kidding.
But truly, though, people
but I'm
do
gonna stress.
count on our best of lists. And it's like, I feel like I know what will be on there for sure. But I think when I sit down to write it down, it's going to hurt me more than I think.
I know. The B-side one is always the hardest for me because you know I'm the B-side bitch.
Yeah, so we have a lot of agonizing to do, but we will pick our favorites of the year as we always do. And another thing we will do before the year ends is it's Patreon episode time, and our Discord listeners were talking in the Patreon channel about what they'd like this month, and somebody asked for a good old Q&A episode. So if you have any cues, we have A's. So please send them in the next week or two so we can do a Q&A Patreon episode. And where to send your Q's and anything else you have for us, we are at AMA K-Pop Pod on Twitter and Instagram, amakpoppod@gmail.com. You can join said Discord. It's in the link tree on all of those places. Our Patreon, if you want to hear this Q&A episode, patreon.com/amakpoppod for only $3 a month. You can watch, because we've only done video content up to this point. You can watch all of our video episodes.
Yes, they are video episodes. And our Q&A this month, we have made no parameters. So, just send us whatever you want. And you don't have to be a Patreon. You don't have to be a patron to send the questions, but you have to be a patron to hear the answers. So if you send we'll just choose the best, most fun, perhaps juiciest questions.
Yeah, for sure.
So check it out.
Yeah, another call for content. 181-AMA-KPOP5 is our voicemail number. Last year, we started the year with a voicemail catch-up predictions fun times episode, and I'd really like to do that again. So leave us some voicemails.
Yeah, call in, tell us what you're looking forward to, or what maybe something you'd like to see, or a trend you think is going to come up in the next year of K-pop. We also have a P.O. box. You can address it to us or the podcast. Ask Me About K-Pop. P.O. Box 26096, Los Angeles, California 90026. I think that's all of our places.
Yeah, I think that's all of our places. Merry Christmas if you're a Christmas person. Happy Christmassy, as the boys said.
Happy New Year. Oh, well, I guess no.
It won't be. We'll
be
see
back
you again before
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Sorry,
but it is Christmas Eve if you're listening to this. Or Christmas. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how much editing shenanigans.
No, as a teacher, I'm just used to saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year because I usually won't see you for several weeks, but I'll see you guys again next week.
Yeah, we will. So until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Jonghyun, you're our inspiration.